One of the things we know is we're not going to know for some time. This coalition, it sounds like it's going to take until December. Is that in and of itself going to have some effect on investment in Europe?
The only thing we do know is that the coalition has to be led by Angela Merkel. There's no other way it happens, and that she is patient in how she'll cobble it together. So it might be her Christmas present to the world to let us know who exactly is part of her government. Markets don't like uncertainty. Markets do like the idea that at least it will be Angela Merkel as the chancellor, and that's an important part. I think another thing to remember is the conversation among the members of the European Central Bank and the national central banks have been stifled because no one wants to talk about hard issues about monetary policy in advance of the German election. I think you're going to start hearing ECB and NCB officials speaking, maybe not quite as much as Fed officials, but they're going to pick up the volume.
And how much of that, Vince, is because we thought we'd get some clarity on the fiscal side with Angela Merkel sort of joining forces with France, and now that's a little more murky?
So I think it's two parts to it. One is central bankers were on radio silence because they didn't want to talk about an issue like the size of the balance sheet and create a political landmine for the election. No central banker wants to create an election issue. The second part is they were hoping for clarity about fiscal policy in the same way Fed officials for the last year have been hoping for clarity about fiscal policy. Neither have gotten them, and it always takes longer when you're waiting for politicians.